Hello and welcome to this session of ratio and proportion. Today we'll be doing the K method. The K method is used to solve certain examples which are based on equal ratios. What is this equal ratios? That is equal proportions. Now in this simple method, every equal ratio is assumed to be equal to K. To understand this concept, let us take one example which is shown to us. To understand this concept, let us see if A upon B is equal to C upon D, then show that 5A minus 3C upon 5B minus 3D is equal to 7A minus 2C upon 7B minus 2D. To solve this, let us use the K method in this concept. Solution of this. Suppose I say let A upon B is equal to C upon D and this is equal to K. Then what I will get here is therefore A is equal to BK. A upon B is equal to K, C upon D is equal to K. So I will get A is equal to BK and what I will get C is equal to DK. Now when we're getting this, what I will do are whatever values I have got over here for A and C, I will take this and I will try to substitute in this to see how my K method works. So if I substituting values of A and what I got and C on both sides, we'll take the LHS first. What is given to us in the LHS? Let us see. In the LHS, we have 5A minus 3C upon 5B minus 3D, which is equal to. Now if you see this, what we have got the value of A here, we have got the value of C over here. What I do is I substitute these values. 5. What is the value of A given to me? BK. What I have here? Minus 3. What is the value of C given to me? DK. Upon what I have here? 5B minus 3D. Now this is equal to, if I open the brackets, if you see here, what I will get is 5BK minus 3DK. If I see, what will be common over here? Common factor for me will be K over here. What I do is, I take this 5B here minus 3D. Okay. What I have here? 5B minus 3D. Okay. Now what happens? This and this. What I get? I get K. So you saw in the LHS, what I got is K. Now let us see whether it gives in the RHS also. So what is there with my RHS? RHS is equal to 7A minus 2C upon 7B minus 2d, which is equal to, now if you see 7, what is the value of a I have? What is the value of a given to me? b k, okay, minus 2, what is the value of c given to me? d k upon 7b minus 2d. This is equal to, now similarly here, if I open the bracket, what I get? 7bk minus 2dk. What can be removed common here? Can I remove this k common over here? Yeah. So this k, what will I get? I get 7b minus 2d upon 7b minus 2d. This is gone, this is gone. What is remaining? Remaining is k. Now we saw here that therefore LHS is equal to RHS. A simple example we solved just now to see how a K method works. In this method, we had taken a simple thing that every equal ratio is assumed. Every ratio is assumed to be equal to K. And when we assumed it, we got the value of A and C. We substituted the value of A and C. After substituting the values of A and C, then we got 5A minus 3C upon 5B minus 3D, and on the RHS also we substituted the values. Then we found that the LHS is equal to RHS. Then we can say that this is equal to this ratio which is given to us. So in this way we saw how a K method works. Let us solve a few sums based on our exercise. Practice set 4.5. Which number should be subtracted from 12, 16 and 21 so that the resultant numbers are in continued proportion? Now we have already stated an example. We revised about the continuous proportion in a previous session. What is this continuous proportion and which number should be subtracted? If you see here, which number should be subtracted from the given numbers 12, 16 and 21. First, let us assume the number which is to be subtracted by a certain variable. Okay, let's start. Let the number to be subtracted be x. So we assume that the number to be subtracted be x. Now what we have with us? 12, 16 and 21. Therefore 12 minus x, comma 16 minus x, and what we have with us? 21 minus x are in continued proportion, are in continued proportion. Therefore, now we had previously done this with an example. We saw how to write this. Therefore, 12 minus x upon what we have 16 minus x, which is equal to 16 minus x upon 21 minus x. Now we have come to this part. Now at this stage, we have seen in so many examples when we have this, what is the basic thing we are going to do is cross multiply this. Okay? Therefore, 12 minus x, and what we have here, 21 minus x. This is equal to what we have here, 16 minus x. And again this comes this side, we have 16 minus x. So this step is over in solving. Okay. Now after this, what are we supposed to do? What is the sign here? It's multiplication. So we take this, we multiply it with the full bracket. We take this and we multiply it with the full brackets which is given to us. Now 21 into 12. If we solve this, 21 into 12. 21 into 12. 2 ones are 2, 2 twos are 4, into 1 ones are 1, 2 ones are 2. 2, 5, 2. What we got is 12 into 21 gave me 252. Okay? Minus 12 into x, this minus sign, 12 into x gave me 12x. Now let's solve this. This part is over with this bracket. Let us take this. What we have over here is minus x. Now we will multiply this minus x with this. What we have is minus 21x. Minus into minus gives me plus. X into x gives me x square, which is equal to. Similarly, we are going to do this. 16 into 16. It gives me 256 minus 16x. And now this minus 16x. Minus into minus gives me plus. X into x gives me x square. This step is over. Now what can be done in this step? This x square will go away from here. So what are the remaining contents we have over here? Therefore, if I take this, gone. What I get is 252. And 12x and 21x, add both of them. 2 plus 1 gives me 3 and 2 plus 1 gives me 3. That means if both are negative signs, look very carefully, we have to see. Both are negative signs, we will add and we will put the negative sign. So what I am getting is 33x. Be careful, here we are not multiplying it to be x square. It is added with negative sign. So 33x, which is equal to 256. And here 16 and 16, both with negative signs. What we have to do, we have to add. And which sign will come over here? Minus. So we get minus 32x. Okay. Therefore, what we have with us, carefully see. We have minus 33x over here. We'll bring this 32x this side. Minus 33x. This minus, when it comes to this side, what it will become? It will become plus. So this will become plus 32x. x, which is equal to, let me write this 256 as it is. When I bring this 252, it is plus 252. When I bring this, it becomes minus 252. Therefore, what do I get here? I've got one minus sign and one plus sign. What I am going to do? I'm going to subtract. And as I'm going to subtract it, what do I get? I get x here. But sign of the greater number, which is the greater number? 33 is the greater number. And what sign does 33 has? 33 has got a minus sign, so it will be minus, okay? Which is equal to 256 minus 250 gives me 4. Here, sign of the greater number is plus, so we keep it as it is x. Therefore, x is equal to 4. We get x is equal to 4, but the subtraction sign with that, minus 4. So the number to be subtracted is what? The number to be subtracted is, therefore, the number to be subtracted is minus 4. So we saw in this example how when we take a certain ratio and if it is given to us, how do we solve it? Now moving further, we have got if 28 minus x is the mean proportional of 23 minus x and 19 minus x, then find the value of x. Find the value of x. What is given to us? That it is a mean proportion which is given to us. So, what is given with us? We will start with that. What is given to me? 28 minus x is the mean proportion, is the mean proportion of whom? Of which value is given to me? 23 minus x and 19. So it's a mean proportion of 23 minus x and 19 minus x. And what is this? This is given to me. So I write it as given to me. Now when we are solving the mean proportion, in the previous one, we have seen it. So here, what we are going to do is, therefore, 28 minus x square is equal to 23 minus x into 19 minus x. So this we got from the mean proportion. Now, if you look at this, what does it resemble to me? Does it resemble to me as some formula which is given to us? Does it resemble to certain formula like a minus b the whole square? So we can use this in a minus b the whole square. So let us use this. Therefore, 784 minus twice AB, that is 2 8s are 16, 2 2s are 4 and 1 5, which gives me 57 6x plus b square x square, which is equal to, now here take this, multiply with this bracket, take this, multiply with this bracket. So what I will get is 23 into 19. We can see in the rough work 23 into 19 what it gives me. 9 threes are 27, 9 twos are 18, and 2 gives me 20. 3 ones are 3, 2. What do I get here? 7. I get here 3. I get here 4. So 23 into 9 gives me 437. Minus, when we are working with signs, we have to be careful with this. Minus 23 into x gives me 23x. Now, this is over. Now, let us take this. In this, minus x and 19, we have got minus 19x. Okay? Minus into minus, what it gives me? Plus. What does x into x gives me? It gives me x square. Look at this. What are we having over here? Can we reduce some? Okay, this and this can be gone. Agreed with that. Therefore, what do we get? 784 minus 56x, which is equal to 437 minus, what are we getting here? What are we getting here? 23 and 99, 10, 11, 12. Okay. 2 and 1, 3 and 1 carry. I get 42 and x. Because both are negative, I am adding it. Therefore, carefully see what we have with us. Minus 56x plus, what I am going to do here, I am going to bring this side. When I bring this side, the negative sign will become positive. That we have to keep in mind. Minus goes there, it becomes positive 42x, which is equal to, what we have on the right hand side, we have 437. This, we have to get it here. So this is plus 784. When I get this side, it becomes minus 784. Therefore, 56 and here 42. Be careful with the signs. Here minus and here we have got plus. When there is a minus sign and when there is a plus sign, what we do? We generally subtract it and the sign of the greater number. So what is the greater number from here? Is 56. Its sign is minus. From 56, we remove 14. From this we remove 2, we get 4. From this 5, we remove 4, we get 14. Is this over? No. We have to write this x term along with it, which is equal to, now 437 minus 784. See, here we have got 437 with a positive sign, 784 with a negative sign. And when we have one positive and one negative number, what do? We subtract it and we write the sign of the greater number. Let us see. 784,437. Okay. 7, 7. Okay, what we get? 4. What we get from here? 3. What are getting? 347. 347 I'm getting, so I'll write 347. But have we seen the greater number? 784 is the greater number. Now what is the sign of 784? It is negative, so we will put here negative. But we want to find the value of x. So to get the value of x, this number which is multiplied, it goes here, becomes division. Therefore, x is equal to minus 347. I will bring this minus 14 here. Okay. Therefore, you see minus minus goes away. I get x is equal to 347 upon 14. So we saw that if a mean proportion is given to us, then how we find the value of x which is given to us? We found the value of x which was given to us when the mean proportion was given to us. In this value of mean proportion, we found that since it is given to us as a mean proportion and there are two other values along with it, we took the mean proportion and then we found the value of x. Therefore, x is equal to 347 upon 14. So let us move to the next slide. Three numbers are in continued proportion. Whose mean proportion does it given to us? The mean proportion is 12 and the sum of the remaining two numbers is 26. Then find these numbers. How do we find these numbers? When we want to find these numbers, how are we going to find these numbers? To find these numbers, let us first take three numbers which are in continued proportion and let us try to solve that. Solution. Okay, here if you see, mean proportion is given to us as 12. Sum of the remaining two numbers is given to me as 26. Then they have told me to find these numbers. To find these numbers, what I have to do? First, what I'll take is, let A, B, C are in continued proportion. I will take three numbers which are in continued proportion. So, let A, B, C are in continued proportion. Continued proportion. They are in continued proportion. If they are in continued proportion, what do we have? We have seen through our previous examples. Therefore, can I write A upon B is equal to B upon C? Can I write? That means what I will get is, B square, cross multiply this, B square is equal to A into C, that is AC. So I got B square is equal to AC. Let this be equation number 1 for me, because I will be using this equation. Now what is given to me from the problem? What is given in the word problem for me? Here, if you see, what is the value of given to me? B is equal to 12, and the sum of the remaining two numbers, what it says, sum of the remaining two numbers, and sum of the remaining two numbers, B is gone. B is gone. B, we got 12. That means what are the two numbers which are remaining over here? Which are those two numbers which are remaining? I have got A, I have got C with me. And what does it say to me? That the sum of the remaining two numbers, that is this plus this, is equal to 26. And from where we got this? It is given to us. So I'll just write here for my information that it is given to me. Okay. Now, what I have is, therefore, what is the value of B given to me? The value of B given to me is 12. Therefore, 12 square is equal to AC. From where? From where we got this and where we put this? How do we come to know? We took it from 1. So, we will write here from equation number 1 we got this. Okay. Now, if you carefully see here, what was given to me? A plus C is equal to 26. If I want the value of what was given to me here, A plus C is equal to 26. And to get the value of, suppose I want the value of C from this, what do I get? I get 26 minus A. Therefore, now what I am going to do is 12 square, which is equal to, what is the value of A given to me? Or C. But I will substitute the value of A given to me. That is, if I bring the C this side, it becomes 26 minus C. So what I do is, I put here 26 minus C. And what I have with me is this C which is given to me, which is multiplied here. Okay. Therefore, 12 square, as we know, 12 into 12 gives me 144, which is equal to 26 into C. Now very carefully we have to see this, 26 C, and what I get here, minus C into C gives me C square. Now let us rearrange these terms, and when we rearrange these terms, how it looks. Therefore, I bring the C over this side, so it becomes C square. And 26 to the other side, I get minus 26C. So C square minus 26C plus 144 is equal to 0. Now you see this equation very carefully. We have C square minus 26C plus 144. As we know that when this is given to me, we have to remove factors on this. See the last term, it is 144. To get the factor of 144, we are going to use two numbers which multiplied by them will give me 144. But when I add them, it gives me 26. But here we have to keep in mind that whatever we are getting, we should get minus 26C. So to get 26C, can we get two numbers where we can multiply 18 8s? Let me check. 18 into 8. 8 8s are 64. 8 ones are 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. I am getting 144. So I can use this 18, I can use this 8. I get plus 44, correct. But what I said, when you add this, when you add it, what you have to get is 26. So can I use plus 18 and plus 8? I can get only this, but I will get plus 20. Let me add 18 plus 8 and see. 8 and 8 gives me 16. This gives me 26. But I need here is minus 26. So to get this, I need both the numbers with the negative sign. Therefore, c square minus 18c minus 8c plus 144 is equal to 0. Now what I'm going to do is, I'll take the common from this, I'll take the common from this. Okay, what will be common over here if I see? I will be getting c square I will be getting c as my common term. So to get the common term, what I do is c common, c minus 18. Therefore, c common and c minus 18. Okay. And what I will be getting over here is 8 common. Can I remove certain thing common? I can remove minus 8 as common. So let me put here minus 8. Okay. I've taken minus 8 as common over here. When I take minus 8 as common over here, what I'll get here? C minus 18, which is equal to 0. Now look at the factors. What we got is c minus 18 and c minus 8. So when we get these factors, what we have to basically do with this in our previous slides, okay, in the previous slide we saw that we had an equation over here, a quadratic V, and then we had to remove factors of it. Okay, we removed the factors of it. So what I have with me is c minus 18 over here. Therefore I have c minus 18, and here I have got c minus 8, which is equal to 0. Therefore c minus 18 is equal to 0, okay, or c minus 8 is equal to 0, okay. Therefore c is equal to 18. When this minus 18 goes here, you get 8. Or c is equal to, when this minus 8 goes there, you get plus 8. So what are the two values you got? 18 and 8. Now if c is equal to 18, then a is equal to 26 minus 18, and 26 minus 18 gives you what? 8. And if c is equal to 8, then a is equal to 26 minus 8, which is equal to 18. Therefore, three numbers in continued proportion are 18, 12, 8, or 8, 12, and 18. We have 18, 12, 8, or 8, 12, 18. So these are the numbers which we have. So I hope these sums you might have understood it very clearly. So thank you, children, and we will be continuing in our next session.